Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to take types of courts. Okay, in the last lecture we've prepared the types of courts, and we have a lot of courts in which are studied here in our legal expressions or even legal administration. So here we have four main types of courts that we've taken in the last lecture. So last lecture we explained the main types of court that in return can be divided into four other types. So here we are like courts of civil instance, okay, or we can say first instance, which is civil court. Okay, we explained it and we say that we have two main branches of civil courts, which is بداءة court and personal status court. So معناته here انه انواع المحاكم شرحناها محاضرة السابقة، واخذنا four main types الانواع الاربعة المهمة اللي ممكن انه تتفرع الى other branches الى فروع اخرى. We have here civil courts اللي هي المحاكم المدنية اللي تختص بإقامة الدعوات البسيطة، مثلا الجناسي، إذا مثلا ردنا دعوات الشيوع، كلها راح تتضمنها الcivil courts. من ضمنها here we have two types، البداءة court محكمة البداءة والpersonal status court which is محكمة الأحوال الشخصية. So أخذناها محاضرة السابقة وشرحنا عنها. Today we are going to explain the courts of second instance, which is divided into two types: appeal court and courts of cassation. محكمة النقض ومحكمة الاستئناف. بالمحاضرة السابقة إن شاء الله أو المحاضرة اللي جاية إن شاء الله راح نشرح الcourts of third instance اللي هي criminal court. Now we are going to take the first, we can say, branch of courts of second instance. محاكم الدرجة الثانية راح نشرح أول فرع بيها اللي يتضمن محاكم الاستئناف. Here محاكم الاستئناف. So what's the meaning of appeal court? Here appeal court is a legal court. You know here all the courts in Iraq, of course they are legal. Why? Because they studied like any cases in our world. So here appeal court is a legal court، محكمة شرعية أو محكمة قانونية that studies the decisions اللي تدرس القرارات made by a lower court. شنو معناه here؟ legal court محكمة شرعية that studies تدرس القرارات اللي اتخذت here made by عندنا make معناته يصنع، made صنعت. هنا مو معناته القرارات اللي صنعت، معناته هي القرارات اللي اتخذت من قبل a lower court، معناته محكمة أدنى منها. يعني المحاكم اللي اتخذت من قبل مثلا المحكمة المدنية like civil court، we can repeat the discussion, okay, or even the decisions made by it. So we will discuss like those decisions made by lower court, and then we will see if they were correct، إذا ما كانوا هذه القرارات اللي اتخذت من قبل محاكم أخرى أدنى منها هي صحيحة أو لا. So here we have three main types of courts اللي ممكن إنه تتفرع إلى four. The first one اللي هي courts of first instance اللي أخذناها civil courts، أوكي، وشرحنا إنه هي تتضمن محكمة البداءة court و personal status court. In the last lecture we've explained them, all of them. So شرحنا المحاضرة السابقة عن تعريف الcivil court وأنواع اللي هي البداءة court والpersonal status court. وtoday we discussed courts of second instance اللي تشمل الappeal court محكمة الاستئناف والcourts of cassation اللي هي محكمة النقض. So محكمة الاستئناف قلنا إنه هي محكمة شرعية is a legal court that studies the decisions made by a lower court، قرارات اتخذت من قبل محكمة أدنى منها and decides. منو هذا اللي يقرر؟ decides الappeal court decides if they were correct، ما إذا كانوا صحيحات. Here we have decide, it means قرار، يقرر، sorry. Okay, يقرر. Decisions means قرار. So, next lecture, inshallah, we are going to take the third main kind of courts, which is courts of criminal or criminal courts. Okay. So, criminal courts can be divided into other, like courts of felonies, اللي inshallah, next lecture we are going to explain them. The courts of felonies, اللي هي محكمة الجنح, and courts of what we can say here, courts of investigation, اللي هي محكمة التحقيق. So here, any question that we can be discussed, okay, or we can discuss it. So here we have first instance, second instance, and third instance. The question of the, we can say topic, which is types of courts. The question will be like, what are the types of courts? This is the first question. The second one will be here, mention the courts of first instance. If I say mention the courts of first instance, you will just mention civil courts. Why? Because it's related to the first type, which is the courts of first instance. If I complete the question and say that and define it and mention their types, okay, you can say here, define them, okay, because they are courts. Define them. If I say define them, you will define civil courts. If I add to the question, to the previous one, like mention their types, you will write what? You will write البداءة court and personal status court اللي هي الأحوال ومحكمة البداءة. So, inshallah, next lecture we are going to take the courts of third instance اللي هي تشمل that include criminal courts هي المحاكم الجنائية. So we have the courts of felonies, the courts of investigations, and other two branches. Courts of felonies هي محكمة الجنائيات، المحكمة الجنائية ومحكمة الجنح، و courts of investigation هي محكمة التحقيق. Thank you so much for your attendance and have a nice day.